Bully has dropped. You guys know I'm a big fan of Kanye West, and before this listening party starts, I just like to talk about how I feel right now. I don't encourage any hate towards any minorities or Jewish people. What Kanye has done is terrible and evil, okay? I'm just gonna say that. And the reason why I haven't completely abandoned him, in my personal opinion, is because of what his music has done for me. Pre-2020, he put me on a lot of great artists, a lot of great songs. I love all his albums and projects, you know what I mean? And it's up to the people who got discriminated against to forgive him, you know what I mean? I can't say that I forgive him, you know what I mean? Because I haven't been affected. He hasn't said anything. He's only said positive things about my type of people, you know what I mean? While other races and groups have experienced rather more negative stuff, they need to find it in them to forgive him. We're here now, and we can start a discussion either here on Twitch chat or in the comment section down below. If I make this into a YouTube video, we can have it be a discussion or not. It's up to you if you like him or not. Let's just get to the album, huh? Let's just get to the album. Are we ready, everybody? Are we ready to listen to Bully? Now, I have to say, I haven't been interested at all in this album. You know what I mean? Haven't been interested at all. Now, the features have already been spoiled, so it's not really surprises coming up, if you know what I mean. So, everybody, Bully by Kanye West. Let's just get straight to it. People have been saying positive things about it. I'm excited. People are saying that it's overglazed, contrarians. I don't know. And I gotta form my own opinion. So YOLO, King, track number 1.
But nature in all her glory has
so who's Duke Edwards? Is that like a? I hope this album isn't AI. He said no AI. That's good. Because, okay, I have to say, before we continue, I'm gonna pause when I like stuff. But I like his bars, bro. Some of his bars go hard like this. This is a Kanye bar, bro. I don't know. This is such a Kanye bar. What he just said here.
What's the Kelly Price? What's the Kevin Costner? What's the Kelly cost? Birkin is the tosser. Is it really?
I don't like the blaring sound they got going on. Kelly's another name for cocaine. Did not know that. Thank you for that.
And she ain't dealing with no shallow house. She want that Iron Man like Gwyneth Powell. That's why people throwing in the towel.
That's a bar.
That dope. You know what season it is.
Yeezy season? Yeezy season approaching. That was a decent first track. Not a save, but maybe I'll come back to it. Are we on shuffle? We're on shuffle again.
You would think I'm standing outside, how I'm going in, jumping out the gym while they ballin' on a lowered rim. Back in a pretty.
You think this is mid?
She gon' play with your emotions. Now you roped in.
I like this one more than King. It gives me the vibe of Alive. Alive is a banger. Father, with Travis Scott. King has more energy? You guys think so? I like that one better than King. It gave me a lot of vibes of Alive with the NBA Youngboy. Clearly, it's still better though. I'm excited to hear CeeLo Green on this, actually. I'm kind of a CeeLo Green fan. Okay.
Still in the leopard skin and check me out then check me in. See this coat nigga? Bye to my old self.
Okay. That's a save. I'm saving it already. Travis Scott has to ruin this fucking song if I'm not gonna save this. If I'm gonna. Woo-hoo. I like this track. That was a good track. Best one so far. That was fire, bro. Holy shit. I like that. This was one of the singles, wasn't it? Who's Andre Troutman? Prince of Talkbox. Or Ty Dolla's on this? He spit on this, bro. Could have had more verses, I feel. Doesn't even have a verse, it's just a chorus. It's a nice little background track, I guess. It would fit for a ad or something, you know what I mean? But it's a good Kanye song, I feel. It's a good Kanye song. It is something he would make, so it gives me vibes, Kanye vibes. Punch Drunk. Cool sample. Classic.
I had to learn to read between the lines. Overboard when they
How long is this song? Not even 2 minutes. Whatever Works is the best track. Is that next? Okay. Wait, hold up. It is produced by Ye's daughter Northwest and Ye himself. They Northwest on this shit, bro. Actually, what? Northwest made this? Yo, she cooked. She cooked. Yeah, Punch Drunk. Not bad, not bad. Felt very short though. You kind of mid. What do you mean? It wasn't that bad. And like if a 14-year-old is making this, bro, that's fire. Let me see you make something like this. Persona reference? I didn't like that one that much. Bars were good, but wasn't for me, I think. Wasn't for me. Mama's favorite. Ty Dolla Sign. Easier bags come 10 months after your car crashes and 2 sizes too small. Literally. I like the introduction of the drums here. Because I can't help but feel bad, you know what I mean? Because he did really love his mom, bro. She believed him in everything, bro. And the fact that he lost him, you know what I mean? Due to the lack of competence in the medical system and stuff. Because I genuinely wonder, like, what she would have said about all this. You know what I mean? What she would have said about sisters and brothers. Jonah Thompson. Okay. I'm sad. It's kind of giving Donda vibes. I feel like Kanye picks so many like old black people, you know what I mean? In their audio samples. I think he just loves using like black people speaking in his music. I feel like this one relied on some samples too much, you know what I mean? But I did like this track. I think I would have saved it, but I just would have wished there was more to be said. Bully featuring CeeLo Green. I'm excited for this. I feel like this album is giving Donda and 808s and Heartbreak. Am I wrong? What do you guys think of that take? Look at every album he's made. I only feel Donda and 808s on this though. I look, you want to take a break over it. Actually, let's take a quick little breather. Before we continue the album. You really think so? You really think it's he's trying to replicate every album he's done previously? Because I would agree to some extent if it were to be like Donda and 808s and Heartbreaks. Some Yeezus, I feel that Yeezus, true. And with the sampling, like the College Dropout, I can see that too. You're right. You're kind of right. But I feel like we shouldn't really say that he's trying to replicate his past because, you know, he made those songs in the first place. Would you be expecting like an album where he does his own new sound, if you know what I mean? Would you expect that? Because that makes sense to think about. Minimum opus? I mean, he can still make good songs with that intention, with like taking heavy inspiration from his previous projects. It's not like mind-blowing. It's not as crazy because during my first listen of Vultures, I was enjoying every track based on first impression. You know what I mean? But right now, I'm kind of like, I'm not hating it. I'm kind of like semi. Maybe it's just not for me exactly, but I just don't feel it. I don't feel it that hard. I think there were some good tracks like Father. I think I need to listen to this again in a better headspace, perhaps. I'm only halfway through right now. So we're going to continue real soon. I just had to, I don't know, I think I'm a bit tired after sitting playing League for 6 hours straight today. So I'm going to like, I had to take a little break. You know what I mean? So I think we'll just continue. Let's go. Highs and lows, Kanye West. I'm only halfway, so... Woo! I like this. This is a good first impression, at least. Maybe I needed that little break. It's kind of giving the ooze. It's kind of giving the Velvet Room. But that's it? This is all the song is? You can't cut it that short. Well, it was up. Could this be a reference to Can You Be? No, okay. I like that. I like that part. I'm gonna save this, actually. I like this song. But I would have wished it was a bit longer. I would have wished it was like one more verse. One more verse would have solidified it. You know what I mean? I like that. I can't wait. Pause. 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 What the fuck would you name yourself that, bro? Reservoir Philadelphia production team working on Dying. Sort of a future Drake. No, Wait For You. Also worked several tracks on the album Bully by Ye. Why is his name Israel? He produced most of this album. Oh, is his name actual? Oh, maybe his name is literally Israel. Israel Fujabe. Huh? Maybe that's his literal name. Israel Fujabe. Israeli. Israel Fujabe. Because they name... He was born in Nigeria, producer, raised in Prince George's County, Maryland. Roots in Nigeria. Okay. I would have a little rebrand. If I was you, Mr. Israel. Because, you know, some people are actually named Israel in real life. They can't help their name, you know what I mean? They just got to change their names, but he's from Nigeria. So, I don't think he's an Israel sympathizer. Yeah. I don't think so. We're good, y'all. We're good. 75. Thank you for the 75D. I really appreciate you, bro. I really liked Highs and Lows. Too short. Next track, I Can't Wait. I liked how it transitioned from Highs and Lows to I Can't Wait. That's a cool little transition. What is this a sample of? You Can't Hurry Love. The Supremes. Israel synthesizer. It just steals other sounds. Ah. Okay. I like the little piano in the background. That's cool. How they made that song into more of a Kanye type of thing. I like it when Kanye does that. I know a lot of people call it lazy, but it feels like a really cool interpretation of an already good song. You know what I mean? Of course, it's a lot of misses, but I feel like it's done so well sometimes, you know? I like this track. Next track. White Lines. Okay, why are we interpreting another song though? Close to You. I like the guitar background. I would have wished Kanye would rap a bit more though. Less than kind of do like interpretation covers of certain songs by singing like 808s and Heartbreaks. Because I would love for him to make another... I do like it, but it's not a save for me, this interpolation, you know what I mean? I would rather listen to the original than this. I feel like it's very atmospheric in a sense, and I can really appreciate that, but it gets kinda... We can only do it a few more times, you know what I mean? If I hear the rest of the tracks be like this, it's like, do your own thing, Kanye. Because, I mean, I do appreciate the interpolations I said, but heavily relying on it by making the whole song that, you know what I mean? It really relies on if you do it well or not. And next track, Don Toliver, Circles. I like this. Have we have a Don Toliver Kanye collab before? Yo, is this sampling the MF Doom one? The MF Doom track? Let me double check this. Yeah. Song sample Sue Trobus 785. A sample that has been popularized by rappers like MF Doom and Tyler. Yeah, it was the same sample. I knew I recognized it. Another short track though, because I feel like if you're gonna make such a short track and have a feature on it, Don Toliver can spit some more stuff. I assume Don Toliver would love to say more things on a Kanye song, you know what I mean? But just to get cut out? I mean, not cut out, but like, cut it that short? Can we skip it off as it's almost dry? Really? Scrape it off? What was that? Oh, what does that have to do with anything? Next track, Preacher Man. Is Beauty and the Beast on this? Yeah. Alright, 3-minute track. Let's see here. You know what? I was a fan of this because, as I was saying, I wanted more verses from Kanye, so we got that. But I feel like the instrumentation was a bit boring and uninteresting. I mean, it is interesting, but I feel like this could have been one of the shorter ones. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm very picky and like contrarian perhaps, but you know what I mean. Dylan can do Justice a palate cleanser? Perhaps we do. Oh, my mic stand's been fucked up lately. And as I said, here's another relying on the sample once again. You know what I mean? Relying on it once again. Beauty and the Beast, Kanye West. Oh, it's this one. It's been a long time coming. Fresh new tires, I'm still running. I like this beat. I like the beat. I really do like the beat, but I don't know, I feel like this song is kind of boring. In my opinion. Damn. Did Dave Blunt's write this one? What is this interpolating? This has to be interpolating something. I'll just skip. Next song, Last Breath, Peso Pluma. I like some Spanish. Oh, it's this song. Oh wait, I've listened to this, but it's Peso Pluma singing it instead. I don't like when rappers become Spanish. This feels like a Drake song. I don't like it. And I like the old one better. It made the song more up-tempo, but I kind of like the I mean, I guess I was complaining about how quiet and boring most of these songs were, but I feel like I like the Spanish little quiet, chill type of vibe. But this one is more up tempo. I kind of liked it more previous, but that might be first listener bias. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't like it when, unless it's like genuine. I don't think this is genuine. You know what I mean? Just like most of the Drake songs where he collabs with Spanish artists and UK artists, bro. It doesn't feel genuine. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like he appreciates it. He just does it for the clout. You know what I mean? I like Peso Pluma's verse here, though. It was really good. I liked it. But I don't know. I'm gonna need to visit this song again if I'm gonna say that it's a save or not. Don't think it's a save. This one, her. This one here. Never mind. It cut out right here. James Blake. Why did that sound like AI? People were glazing this track too. They were saying like, Kanye always does a closing track good. I don't know. I'm not feeling this one. I like this here. Oh. With whoever vocalist is going with, I like this. I like this, actually. I like this ending here. I like the finale. The first half of this track is so boring, but the second half was pretty good. I did like the finale of that track. No, I didn't like the verses. I liked how much sound there was. You know what I mean? All right. So that was Bully. Ended up saving 3 songs. Father featuring Travis Scott, Highs and Lows, and I Can't Wait. I was kind of interested more in Last Breath after hearing Peso Pluma's verse at the end. I think I need that to grow because my first impression of the song was pretty like, because I listened to the first one that didn't have Peso Pluma on. I was like, oh, I like this. It's kind of like quiet and chill. But here they made it like more up tempo, and I'm gonna need to check that out again. Other than that, I think I liked Vultures more. I know it's a crazy thing of me to say, but I like Vultures more. Is that a hot take? I liked Vultures 1. I think Vultures 1 was such a fucking good project, and I think it was overhated. I think this project deserves more hate than Vultures. I think so. And I'm saying it in a music type of sense. Vultures came out when he was more of a controversial figure. Vultures 2 better than this too? It's 2 for me. It's too soon for me to say Vultures 2. Oh shit, but they do got some bangers though, actually. They got Time Moving Slow, they got Field Trip, they got Fried, they got Promotion. Bomb is kind of a banger. I gotta listen to Vultures 2 again, to be honest. Is Isabella 2? True. You better buy me those fucking shoes. No! She said she leaving her boyfriend. It's a banger. Anyways, no, even Vultures 2 was better than Bully, at least based on my first impressions. I think Bully might be the worst project he has dropped yet. I will not say it's a bad project, because I'm saying that he has dropped consistent bangers. You know what I mean? We're not counting Donda 2, because no, unfinished project. We're not counting Donda 2, but if we base it, I think Bully might be his worst one yet. I think so. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean it's a... Okay, I wouldn't say Bully is bad, okay? I think I need to listen to it again, and maybe I would just say not for me, because I'm a Kanye Glazer. You guys know this. I love all of his projects, and that's me saying... Because I like Vultures 2 and Vultures 1, you already think I'm off my fucking rockers by actually saying I like these albums, you know what I mean? But when we compare it to the likes of Donda 2, Kids See Ghosts, Life of Pablo, Dark Fantasy, of course, 808's Graduation. I feel like Bully is slightly weaker in that sense. Now, it might just not be a sound that I'm kind of familiar with, that I'm not feeling at the moment. So that's why I'm gonna let myself. I always say first impressions aren't everything. You know what I mean? Because the same with The Mountain. You know, talked about how I didn't save a lot of songs from The Mountain by Gorillaz. But look, I've already started. All right, okay, to be honest, I haven't really been picking it up properly. But The Sad God, Shadowy Light, I've picked up recently. There was one more song. I don't think there was another song. But for me, when I listen to an album, I gotta take a minute to digest it. You know what I mean? I need some time to digest it. And I don't know. It's me. It's me. First of all, I'm not. If you like this album, go ahead. Go ahead. If you like this album, because yesterday while I was working, I was listening to the new Robin album, Sex Essential. I didn't save a single song. And I was excited for this album too, but I didn't even save a single song. So for me, I'm very picky with my songs that I like. So if you like these songs, go ahead. I ain't stopping you. But for me, I don't think Bully was for me. What did you guys think, chat? I saw Mystic said she only liked 2 songs. Which were the 2 songs you liked? I'd assume Father you liked. I don't know what else you liked. IDK album better? What would you guys say is the album of the year so far? If I could include an album, if it's either going to be 2025 or 2026, or I mean November 2025, but Stardust by Danny Brown, I think it's still my favorite album of the year, if we count November from 2025. Father and All the Love? Which one was All the Love again? Let me listen to that again. He was harmonizing with Andrew Troutman, right? For the speaker box. We left for the baby, we left for the baby, You know what? That's what I was saying though. This album is good, but it's like not for me. I'm not instantly hit. You know what I mean? Because when I listened to Vultures 1, I thought a lot of these songs were sick. I mean, some of them aged worse. I'd say Hood Rat was kind of... I liked Hood Rat at first. Stopped listening to it. Back to Me, I'm going to say Back to Me is his best song if it weren't for that second fucking verse. You know what I mean? Okay. I think I'm done talking about Bully for now. Unless you guys got any other takes I can talk about. I think we will conclude the Bully saga of this stream. I think we will conclude the video. If you guys enjoyed Bully, comment down below. What was your favorite songs? What did you like most about it? Did you agree with what I said? Did you disagree with what I said? You're more than welcome to share your opinions down below. If there are any albums you want me to listen to, feel free to comment down below. Any upcoming releases, I'll check them out, perhaps. I can't promise anything. This was all streamed on twitch.tv/xreflex. You already know. Good night, everybody. Hey, guys.